What's going on YouTube? It's your boy vctrfs coming at you on another episode today. Guys, I want to talk about a couple of things. Today, I'm going to talk about Magic the Gathering versus Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, for you guys who don't know, I own a card shop here in Kentucky, and I'll tell you right now, Magic the Gathering is more predominantly popular than Yu-Gi-Oh! It just is what it is, unfortunately. I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. I enjoy the game. To me, Yu-Gi-Oh! is first, but when I come out here and I come to work, to my shop, it's always Magic the Gathering first. And the reason why is because Magic the Gathering players enjoy the game more. They enjoy the game and the company benefits them more. And we'll talk about that later on in this video. But, you know, I originally came from New York, and in New York, the card shop I played at doesn't hold Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments as much anymore. Another card shop I used to go to doesn't do Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, and the game is dying. Now, people will argue, hey, we had a record setting at North American World Championship Qualifier, over 2,000 players, amazing. Really? 2,000 players, that's a big deal. Magic the Gathering events gain over 10,000 players, done on live streams, in which this crazy notion of which you can actually talk on the live stream in Twitch. They've been doing the live streams for quite a while. Konami just recently started doing their live streams, of course with the limitations of you can't talk. Now, if Konami representatives are watching my video, I'm not sure if they are, but if they are watching my video, sit down, son. You're gonna have to learn something here. This is something pretty crazy. Some things you might know, but some things you might not know. But to you guys, I just want to explain to you something really important. Magic the Gathering is a better game. Now, I know that hurts, and you're probably about to thumbs on this video, but please don't and listen to me. What I'm going to tell you is something that you might get upset about, but it's true. Yu-Gi-Oh! Only has separate divisions, TCG, OCG, South American TCG, European OCG. It's because people want jobs there. You see, if Yu-Gi-Oh! Ran as one game by one company around the world, meaning worldwide releases, worldwide ban list, worldwide events, worldwide everything, that means people will be out of jobs in Konami. And I think that reason why we have Konami TCG and not Konami period is because people want to keep their jobs with it. It does not make sense. Realize, guys, that Konami OCG didn't really want to push the game in America. When they had Upper Deck do it, Upper Deck ran the game, and Upper Deck, of course, got into some controversy, and then Konami pulled the license from Upper Deck and said, you can't do it. Sorry, you're not doing it. Then Konami created Konami TCG so they could not really, you know, work as hard. And the problem with that was people in the Konami TCG, when it first started, we said we're going to change a lot of things to this game. Upper Deck did a lot of great things. We're going to take it, and we're going to do a lot of great things. First thing we're going to do is cancel the Toys R Us events. I'm not sure if you guys played Yu-Gi-Oh! A long time ago, but back in the day, you used to be able to go to Toys R Us either early on a Saturday or on a Sunday, and you'd be able to go ahead and play at these events with your friends and win promo cards. You get a little booklet. Get stamped when you do certain things, bring it to the whoever's running the event, and you get promo cards. It was amazing. And when Konami took over, that went away. I'm sorry, no extra work. Okay, that's fine. Upper Deck had an old version of a rule system in which you actually given a little plastic card, and you would take ruling tests. It would be ruling comprehensions, penalty and tournament guidelines, all that. That's gone. Now we have a judge system that's been in place since what, August 2014, I believe. Next month's will be his birthday. Happy birthday, judge system that's 3 years old. It's still not happening. In fact, if you want to look up several rulings for certain cards, you can't go anywhere really on the Konami website as much as you can easily find it on the Wikipedia page that most likely has the ruling. Or you can go online, type in the ruling, and then you see it on a website form. Because Konami does not provide adequate resources. Take a look at Magic the Gathering. Wizards of the Coast does one release worldwide, pre-release events, has premiere events all over the place, easily thrown, you know, higher than 2,000 players, and not patting themselves on the back for doing it because they just do it. They've been live streaming way before Konami decided live streaming, and the live streamers are professional. They live stream and have multiple tables, so literally you watch one person play, and as they're going in the side deck, they bring it to another game, talk about the other game. They go back to the original game, game 2. Once that game's over, they have literally 3 more tables to talk about why doing their live streams. So it's really rare you'll have dead time. Very, very, very few dead time. During that time, they do run the promotions for the new set or whatever they have, new mechanics or whatever it is, but they run multiple promotions, not the same ones over and over and over again. They're just as professionally paid, that used to be older professional players, and it's done more professionally. Also, in between games, why besides promotions, they also go to the players that had just recently won the game, and they bring the whole deck up on screen and talk about it, actual players, why they choose certain cards. This is a professionally made thing, done by a professionally made company that has one company, one ban list, one creation all throughout the world. Turn to Konami. Once again, Konami OCG, Konami TCG, Konami South America, Konami European country, all over. It's a mess. It's a mess because things are run differently, releases done differently. Utopia Lightning has not been released in America as it has been released in the European. Utopia Lightning in European, it still has been released in OCG time and time again. Printing card rarities are always changed in OCG. We mostly get a lot of rarity bumps in America because we pay more money. This is not right, and this is not correct for the Yu-Gi-Oh players. Yu-Gi-Oh players are angry. In fact, the Konami judge system is another system that has a huge problem. People have been spouting arguments over the Konami judge system literally as soon as this past year National World Championship qualifiers held in Chicago. For us, people have been flipping out on social media platforms such as Zodiac's Duelist, Reddit, even here on YouTube, guys, about how bad it is. And can you blame them? I mean, you don't want someone to judge your game that you're playing to get to the next level, whether it be winning, getting your invite, even going to day 2 in a premier event, or getting your invite to in a regionals. But then you have an incompetent judge who gives you a bad ruling, and guess what? You don't get it. Also, favoritism among the judge community. But can you really blame the judges? You see, judges aren't paid correctly, and that's another issue we have here. Judges are given what, $30, a couple of slices of pizza, and a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards working 18 hours. Is that real pay? Turns to Magic the Gathering. Judges are given actual pay. They're given promotional cards that have a lot of value, and judges are actually treated properly and have to take tests concurrently and re-up these tests concurrently to show that they have the proper knowledge and appreciation of not only the game but the rules and tournament penalty guides within the game. Now, you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why? Why is Konami allowing this to go on? I mean, obviously, Magic the Gathering is showing superiority in skills. Well, because people in Konami have been there forever, and they're the heads, and they don't like to listen. But they listen to one thing. They listen to money. I wish I had my wallet around here, guys, but they listen to money. Money is what talks. And when players are dissatisfied, when players are upset, when players outrage within the community, Konami is forced to respond. Let me give you an example. PPG this year got a case of National Crisis. Several cases, but one case in particular, it was given no secret rares. Well, Konami first released a statement saying, hey, we don't guarantee secret rares. The community on Zodiac, the community on Reddit, the community on YouTube went nuts. Like, literally went crazy. The community went apeshit. And Konami was forced to retract that said statement and forced to go to PPG and say, hey, listen, give us the case back. We'll give you back a brand new case that's guaranteed to have secret rares. That's one instance. Another instance was the Billy Break scenario. Billy Break was banned by Konami. The public had an outrage. The YouTube community had an outrage. Reddit had an outrage. Turn it back to Konami. Konami said, you know what? 3 days later, you're good to go. It was rushed. And he was, once again, unbanned because the outcry of the community. This is indicative of the Magic Gathering community, which is constantly flipped out over the bigger company when it made an error. When the players want something, when the players demand something, the players group up and gather together, and Wizards of the Coast responds. And they don't do it because they want to be nice. They do it because it's financially advantageous. Konami's learning. This year alone, Konami has did these changes I just mentioned about the PUG statement, about the Billy Break statement, something they would never have done in the past. Konami is definitely changing, but they're doing it at a slower pace. Another little tidbit of fact, guys. I'm not sure if you noticed, but when Dragon Duels first started out, it was 200 player events, premier level events. Now, 60. it's really bad. It's really horrible, and it shows how bad Konami has lost touch with the younger player base. They can't get newer players. As a card store, constantly get asked on SurveyMonkey. I'm constantly told by Konami, how can I get new players within my card store? Konami has a program for players in which they give coupons to duelists or potential duelists in junior high school, mostly junior high school, some high schools, and you bring a coupon into me and I give you a structured starter deck. There you go. That's your introduction to Yu-Gi-Oh. You get a free starter deck. Konami reimburses me in the store. Everyone's happy. Except those players don't really stick around. If on the best day, that might be a casual player. I have never, not once to this day, received a coupon from a player within my store, by the way. A free starter deck, by the way. People would love to do it. No coupons have been given out because schools don't give a shit about trading card games. Let's be honest. Magic the Gathering hands out free starter decks to all the new players. They hold starter deck events in which literally, if you're a new player, you go walk in the store on a player appreciation day or whatever they call it. I found the name of it already, but you play for a free play mat, free prizes, free promotion material. Why? Because players stick around. Players get to play the card game. It forces players to play the card game when they want to enter the card game. They get free stuff. You just walk in the card store and you get free stuff, and you get to experience Magic the Gathering. YuGiOh and Konami does not allow that. Now, can this change? Is ultimately going to be the question. Can Konami get as good as Magic the Gathering? The answer is yes, easily actually. But will the Konami do it? That's a question that lies to be responded. but really by Konami of all people, because Konami has very few options. Option A, you do what you keep doing, and hopefully people just come around. Hopefully the hype of Yu-Gi-Oh comes back again. Hopefully it does. That'd be doubtful, but hopefully it does. I mean, you got games like Force Soul starting to come into play. Force Soul utilizing the hell out of social media. Pokemon, social media. Magic the Gathering, social media. But unfortunately, Konami, not social media. That's option A. Hoping the game just naturally comes back into the fold. That's option 1. Option 2. You respond to your YouTubers. You respond to the Reddit page. You respond to Zodiac Duelists. And you get them all in the fold. You see, Magic has done something very intelligent. They went to all the Magic tubers, the top ones, and they said, listen, we're going to give you free stuff. We're going to give you free sets to review, free products to talk about. We're going to work with you. And by working with you, you're going to work with us. Well, obviously the Magic tubers jumped at the opportunity to do that. Konami? They constantly block Yu-Gi-Tubers, constantly at events. They will not let Yu-Gi-Tubers record at events. They want Yu-Gi-Tubers to take up at events. Literally to the point of, if you travel to a YCS, you spend $4 on a flight ticket, $4 on a hotel, and you're kicked out of the fucking event because you're recording. They'll make you a bounty duelist so they can babysit you. Literally. I went to YCS Pittsburgh. Robbie, MCO40, they made him a bounty duelist. He wasn't even there, and they made him a bounty duelist. He was literally in his hotel oversleeping. So guys, this is what they do. This is what Konami does. And like I said, if in option 2, if you work with your YouTubers, you might get results. If you work with the Zodiac community or any Facebook Yu-Gi-Oh community, create your own Facebook Yu-Gi-Oh community that you can easily do. If you go on social media platforms and actually put information and knowledge out on your Twitter, Instagram, Facebook account, YouTube account, if you actually promote it more, you will get a rise. But they're not doing it. They're not doing it because they don't feel it's not necessary. Because why? The fossils at Konami doesn't see it. What's this new thing, internet, social media platform? What is that? You kids, go put some flyers. That will get players coming in the shops. It's not working. Social media is huge now, and Konami needs to respond to social media. Konami needs to join in on the fold and not be away from it, because if they keep being away from it, they're going to have fewer and fewer players at events. And I don't care if we have a National World Championship qualifier that set up record-breaking numbers. It doesn't matter. You see, it's still the same players. You're not getting new players. Konami knows this. They can ignore it, but they know it's true. I know it's true, and I guarantee you, other companies that are competitive companies like Magic the Gathering, they know it's true. And they're taking advantage, and they're taking new players daily. Literally, people are coming into my shop constantly that are brand new to the game, that are excited about the game. And Wizards of Coast provides me with the material to give to these players that are brand new, so they can enjoy the game more, for free. What's my incentive as a card shop owner? I get a brand new customer that I get to my store because Wizards of Coast give me free stuff. Pretty crazy. I mean, people come to midnight releases of Magic the Gathering events. People come to midnight releases of a new set. Konami? Pre-release. It'll be on this day, this thing. Not much hype, not much happiness, not much enthusiasm from the player base. 2 weeks after, they hold Magic the Gathering holds called a game day, in which the cards you got from your pre-release, the cards you got that just came out that week, 2 weeks after the initial release of a set, you get to come back to the store and you get to play your deck and win more stuff. Konami? Not much stuff. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is Konami has a lot of room. Now, they have the opportunity to grow as a company and have the opportunity to ignore us. They doing things like having a commercial this year that showed a Pokemon tuber. I'm not joking, by the way. Look it up. A Pokemon tuber was in the commercial for some online game, Duel Links, that, let's be honest with you, isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's what they were promoting. Think about that. What a smack in the face to every single Yu-Gi-Tuber who's been doing this for years, who is known within the Yu-Gi-Oh community, all these Yu-Gi-Tubers, and they chose a Pokemon tuber to try to steal customers away from Pokemon. Not happening. It's not happening. You're not going to steal your competition's customers by bribing one tuber into it. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. No more Pokemon players are coming into my shop. I have friends in other card shops around the United States. No Pokemon players are changing over from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon gives too much good stuff. I'm not going to go into the cash prizes because that's a whole different issue, and that's a whole locked issue as far as Konami Magic the Gathering. I think cash prizes should be done, but can they be done? I don't think they will be done. Konami markets this game to 7, 8, 12-year-old kids, not really realizing that the decks they have for competitive play ranges anywhere from $400 to $800. Flying to an event, about $400. Hotel, about $400. Paying a Yu-Gi-Oh event, $25. Food, etc. But they think little Johnny, little Billy Payne is going to be coming to these events excited to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they somehow have the money to shell out around $12 to $2,000 to come to these Yu-Gi-Oh! Events. And this is what Konami realistically thinks as they perpetrate their little agenda of promoting this game to little kids, not realizing that grown-ups are doing this. 18 years and above is what they should be talking to, but they're not. Wizard of the Coast, 18 years above. 18 years old and above. They have multiple events, multiple cash prizes, better product, better price support, and they also work with the community. Also, about another little fun fact, by the way, you know how Wizard of the Coast, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has our ban list. It's just whenever they feel like it. Wizard of the Coast has a set date for a ban list. Not only do they have a set date for their ban list, they announce why they hit certain cards. They announce why certain cards on their ban list are hit. They give you reasonings. Whether people agree with them or disagree with them, at least it's a response from the company as to why certain cards were hit, certain cards were taken off the ban list, things like that. Konami, here's your ban list. Run with it. By the way, you felt like doing one today, so here you go. It's unacceptable. And players are responding. Players are getting outraged. The community is getting angrier and angrier and angrier. Just because you release a great set like Battle Life Adventures, which is an amazing set, doesn't take away that you release a fucked up set like Pendulum Evolution. It doesn't take away that set was a star deck in Japan and it came in America, and you try to release that as a set. Like, we're idiots. We're taken for a fool here in TCG constantly, and we're sick and tired of it. And Konami's realizing that player morale is at an all-time low, and I think Konami's starting to accept that, and Konami's starting to slowly work with the community. People like Julia Hedberg, who's head of the Judge Division, evidently has the free time to go on Zodiac Duels and talk about certain things, which is great. Unfortunately, she doesn't have the free time to fix your Judge Division. Doesn't have time to work on that, but definitely has a good time to give us great updates on Zodiac Duels, which is appreciative. But it shouldn't be you. This should be a social media person that does this kind of work. I commented to Julia Hedberg recently when it came to North American World Championship qualifiers, talking about things like, is there a QR code reader? She says, I hope. You work for Konami and you hope? That's scary. The person that, you know, you're talking to someone that works for this company, that runs this game, and they hope this is going to happen. Talking to her about social media, other social media platforms from the Konami are going to spread this message around. She goes, I don't know. Maybe the social media person will do it. They didn't, by the way. This is the issue with Konami. There's too many heads in a snake, and it's just not helping the game. There's too many wrongs, and it's not helping the game. Now, players still love this game. I still love this game, by the way. I'm still going to continue to play this game. I'm still going to continue doing these videos. And I stated time before, where this game is a live or a dead card game, which is the direction I think it's going into if Konami doesn't listen to its player base. I'm still going to enjoy this game, because I do love this game a lot. But the company is horrible. Wizards of the Coast, I kind of like Magic Gathering. It is a fun game. It's not as fun as Yu-Gi-Oh!, but it's nifty. But the company Wizards of the Coast is a company I'm envious of. Did you know that you can call Wizards of the Coast anytime? Well, not anytime. I should really reiterate. From a certain time, Monday to Friday, I think it is, or it could be 7 days a week. Oh my god, I'm bad at this. But you can call them and ask them questions. Just call someone. Hey, I got a question about this card. And they'll answer you that fast. Did you know there's a store I could call Wizards of the Coast directly and ask them any kind of information about my store? Any kind of promotional material I want to request, like those free star decks I talked to you about earlier, I can just get more. They'll send it to me in cases of 40. Here you go. You need more, you let us know. They don't care. Give us as much free shit as possible because they know what's the outcome. More new customers for them, more new customers for me, and happy customers that are now playing into the card game fold. Konami, coupons. I'm dead serious about this, by the way. They know this is made up. Coupons. To junior high school students. It's an insult to the player base when this is done. It's an insult to everybody, and I don't want to get you guys angry, but you should be a little bit upset with this company that is running this game into its ground because there's too many people that won't listen. Too many yes men that say yes, and too many people that will say no to new things. Go format's not a real format in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go format's not a format that Konami can monetize. Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering has something called Modern format, which is you can play older cards. They released something called Modern Masters, which is a blowout set. $240 a box, by the way. Sells out. I sold out at my store this year. When I got my reorder, sold out of that one. Sells out constantly. Konami doesn't do that. Konami doesn't have no modern set. We have traditional format. Nobody really plays traditional format. We have Generation Duel format, which restricts things like Shadows, Cleafords, other good decks that we actually have fun with. Heavily restricted, by the way. Konami will not release a modern format. They will not release a gold format. They don't understand that they can monetize these formats. They just don't want to care. They don't want to have a better judge system because the current judges all tell them that it's working great. It's not. It's fucking not. People are getting punked that are on the judge system. $30, 2 slices of pizza, and a box of cards for working literally 18 hours a day. No, thank you. I'd rather go collect cans. I'll make more money. That is an insult to us, the player base. And like I said, it's up to you guys. It's me rambling on the video does nothing. It's up to you guys. Everyone there on camera, everyone there, You watching right now, it's up to you to get together with everybody. So when Konami does a wrong, join in. Don't go on Zodiac Duels and go, no, you're wrong. Konami's doing great, because obviously they're not. They're not doing great because they're slowly reaching out. They're slowly talking to people on Zodiac Duels. They're slowly trying to appease people in the case of PPG, in the case of Billy Break. They're slowly trying to work this through, but there's so much internal problems. This needs to be fixed. And the only way it can be fixed is the whole player base as a whole went to Konami and said, we want this. We want this, we want this, we want this. And if we don't get it, we're not going to buy your product. Konami will respond. If enough people do it for enough amount of times, enough days of this happening constantly, Konami has no choice but to respond to the Yu-Gi-Oh community. They have zero choice, guys. I guarantee you this. Initially, this is how it started with the Magic Gathering community, and now the Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro listens to the community. Whether people agree or disagree, it's all semantics at that point, but at least they listen. Konami most likely ignores us. They go after the Yu-Gi tubers. They snub the Yu-Gi tubers by hiring a Pokemon tuber. They don't give you the proper price support. They don't give you the judge system is out of date. These are issues we need fixed. Our ban list, oh my god, our ban list is different from the OCG. Not only is it different from the OCG, OCG gets a set ban list. By the way, look on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki if you think I'm wrong. OCG has always had a set ban list. We had a set ban list, and now slowly changed and slowly got changed into this new version in which they give it to us when they want to. This is the first step in Konami announcing we had a ban list. They're gonna be working to a ban list in September, since we lost the ability to have a set ban list. That's messed up. That's not fair, and that's unkind. And Konami's Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in Japan are playing the game better than Konami Yu-Gi-Oh! Players here in America. They're playing newer cards before we get to even have a chance to choked. We didn't even have a chance. My conspiracy friends are gonna love that one to burst. We're gonna have a chance of actually getting any kind of play with these cards. We know about decks that come out in the future because we have to look online and see Japanese players enjoy the decks that we don't get. OCG players, I don't even say Japanese players. OCG players play decks that we're gonna get eventually. And when we get them, it's already been done in Japan. They move on to something else, and we gotta look at that deck and that deck. We're constantly chasing the hot dog, and we're being dogged around, and it's not fair to us players. Magic the Gathering sets dropped worldwide. Everyone has a fair chance, fair time to play. Pro Tours all around. Pro Tours for $40,000 first place prize, by the way. In case you guys want to know how much that is, it's pretty expensive. $40,000 Pro Tour, and it happens all the time, by the way. Every time a new set happens, there's always a Pro Tour. First place prize is always $40,000. Yu-Gi-Oh! Xbox, PS4, iPad, ooh, nifty. That must set you back a bit, a chunk of change. And I understand Konami cannot give $40,000, but $1,000. How about a $1,000 gift card? How about a scholarship of your choice? How about money donated or something other than a goddamn Xbox 360 in the year 2017? You think people don't own it? They don't want it? You really think people don't have a PS4 in their household if they don't want it? You really think people don't have an iPad or Android tablet device if they don't want it? We definitely have this. Even going to Yu-Gi-Oh! Events, we drop at least anywhere from $400 to $800 on a deck, $400 of flight, $400 of food. Yeah, no, we don't want an Xbox. If we really want an Xbox, we'd have bought that and a PS4. We don't need these things, Konami. We want better. We want more. And we deserve it. We want fair treatment like us in Japan. We want cards released like Utopia the Lightning that they got in Europe. We want that. We want cards that Japan gets on time to us, same time. We want a unified ban list. And this is things that are not insane. These things are not crazy because Magic the Gathering, the company that's doing better, that's record-breaking sales, that's making more and more players to their event, newer players, they're doing it. And we deserve it in our card game. And if you don't do it, it's no big deal. Just realize the declining numbers you're getting now are only going to decline more. And I guarantee you someone's going to be out there saying, the Konami's making great sales. Yes or no? You're telling me Pendulum Evolution was a good sale? It's not. It's just not. It's not like Magic the Gathering where I could buy a case of the newest set, because even if it's bad, people will be there to buy it. It's not like that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just dropping the ball on many issues, and hopefully they can fix it. There's always opportunity to fix it. You still have a player base. You still have a chance. We can get this done, Konami. We can work together. Please reach out to the YouTubers. Please reach out to everyone, as far as Reddit, as far as your own YouTube page, as far as your own Facebook page, as far as the online presence. Reach out because you need us. We don't need you. You need us. We have the money. All you have is the product, and we can easily take that demand away and leave you with a ton of supply that you don't like. We can do that. It can be done. And maybe it won't be done in a year, maybe it won't be done in 2 years, but ultimately it will be done. And when you're there, you're begging you YouTubers, when you're begging people online to please work with you, it might be too late already. Because a game like Force might take over, a game like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, or even a new card game might take over, and Yu-Gi-Oh is left in the dust. It can't happen, Konami. And it's sad and unfortunate. Konami has lost a lot of players already. The Yu-Gi-Oh hype has died. It's died a long time ago. And the game is still good, and I still enjoy this game, but you have to realize, Konami, you're hurting people. You're hurting stores, by the way. I'm not even going to go into too much detail about how dealing with Konami as a store, but I'll tell you right now, it's horrible. Dealing with Magic the Gathering, man, they make it so easy to talk to. They're so nice, and they work with their stores as much as humanly possible. Konami does not do this. This is a problem, guys. Anyway, I spoke too long. I'm sorry to go off too much on the rant and tangent, guys. But this is the difference between Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm still going to play this game. I still enjoy this game. I still love this game. And I would love if Konami actually work with their players and not snub us. And not insult us with shitty sets like Pendulum Evolutions, bad judging, bad price support, all this crap, guys. So please, comment below, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate if you watch this whole video, guys. If you haven't subscribed before, please definitely subscribe. I do Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watches daily, but I just really want to drop this video to you guys because I really felt like this was something that the community, you guys, have either talked about in one instance or another, or whatever it is. But I do, like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, subscribe, check out my Patreon, check out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook group. We post daily about new cards and new things, new trends, and you guys have a great day.